So here we are, we're multiplying some numbers again with decimals in them. And in the first example, we had a 2-digit number and a 2-digit number, right? And one of those numbers had a decimal in it. In this example, you'll see we have a decimal in each of these 2-digit numbers. So we're just going to run through how to approach this type of problem. So we're going to get nice and tidy. And again, we're going to pretend like these are just 56 and 38, like they're whole numbers when we multiply. So in this case, we want to make sure to line up the digits and not worry about their place value. So we'll say we're going to start with a digit in the ones place value spot. 8 times 6 is 48. So we're going to put the 8 down and carry our tens up, which will end up adding on. 8 times 5 is 40 plus 4 is 44. There's nothing left to multiply up here. So if we did carry this 4 up, right, we would just say 8 times 0 is 0 plus 4. That's why we drop it down. So then we'll say, all right, let's go ahead and multiply this digit, the 3, which we're going to really think of like a 30. So we'll say that's really a 30 times all the parts above it of 56. 3 times 6 is 18. We're going to have a 1 in this sort of magenta color that we'll add on. 3 times 5 is 15 plus 1 is 16. Then we'll say, oh, well, we don't really have anything to multiply by, but if we did do our 3 times 0 and add on our 1, we would have 1. So when we add them up, boop, 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 we're going to end up with 8, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 10 plus 1 is 11, and then we have 2. So if these were just whole numbers, 56 and 38, we'd be done. But we know that we need to go back and look at our decimals. So we can see there's a decimal here and a decimal here. How many digits of value are behind the decimals in the original problem? Well, we have 1 digit, and we have another digit. So we have 2 total digits. So this is really 2,128.0, but we're going to divide by a power of 10 for each of these digits of value behind the decimal. So we'll say, we're going to whoop this back. Come on. Whoop, or divide it essentially by 10, by a power of 10 for this digit. And then we're going to do it again for this digit here, for this 8. We're going to whoop it back. So we have essentially divided by a power of 10 and divided by another power of 10, right? Or divided by 100. So we ended up with 21 and 28 hundredths. Do, 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 do.